So I know you're familiar with Megan Thee Stallion right now, and what Megan Thee Stallion is going through with Klay Thompson.
Right, just a little bit.
Currently, right now, they're in a huge cheating scandal. Megan Thee Stallion said that Klay Thompson cheated on her.
Okay.
And in light of that happening, people were kind of like, Megan Thee Stallion fans were attacking Klay Thompson because they making it seem like he was a bad guy, right? Like, and then the guys were coming to his defense because they were saying, this guy's a $100 million man. Like, men with that kind of money are expected to cheat.
No.
What are your thoughts?
That's so fucking stupid. Men with that type of money, if anything, they're expected to be honest. That type of nigga, yeah, he probably could have multiple women. But if he's getting into a relationship talking about he's monogamous, exclusive, and that's not what he's doing, there's no level of integrity in that. I don't give a fuck how much money a person has. Integrity is integrity. It'll be different if he told her, if she knew.
So he did tell her.
So she knew from the beginning.
He did tell her. So what do you say to the women who men are honest to, they tell the truth to, and then after they tell the truth, it turns into they're trying to change that man?
And that's what I be talking to women on my one-on-one calls about, they anxious attachment styles, thinking that you could change somebody. Thinking that, then that usually comes down to a childhood wound. Usually you learned that shit from somewhere, mommy and daddy issues, family issues, something like that. But once a motherfucker tells you that they don't want what you want, and you still subject yourself to the situation, you can't be mad at them for doing the exact same thing they told you they were going to do.
Do you think what women have to offer is more valuable than what men can offer?
In what regards? If we're talking about spiritually, women can probably offer a lot more than a man. But if we're talking about physically, we have testosterone in bodies and we're men. So I think it depends on what playing field we're talking about.
Well, let's talk about just the physical.
Then obviously it's men, because we just have more energy and more testosterone. We can go large, we can do more. So we probably do bring more to the table because we go to work more. We go hunt, kill, all that other type of stuff, you know. They're raising children. So, I mean, granted, it goes hand in hand, you know. That's what I'm saying. It depends on what we're kind of comparing it to. Financially, it's more than likely men. But, like, nurturing-wise, the women be the ones holding them down.
So what do you say to the women who have that her complex, right? Like, because that's what we're talking about, Meg Thee Stallion, right? Like,
what's it's giving complex?
Her is like, I'm that bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm the man. Like,
oh, okay, well, damn. If she thinks she that bitch, well, that's cool. I love the confidence. But if she thinks she a nigga, like she thinks she got nigga ways, you can't be surprised if you run across a dog-ass nigga who show you not a nigga. Typically those women go run across at least one man that shows them that they're a woman at the end of the day, and they gotta have some levels of self-respect and some dignity. They can't be moving like a man, because you're not gonna have man results. Your emotions and shit gonna get involved and everything else like that.
So do you think that Klay Thompson or men like Klay Thompson should have accountability in these situations when they've already told the woman, like, hey, I don't think I could be monogamous, and she still chooses to push forward?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Men have to be honest with themselves and know, like, if I just told this woman I want to be, I want to have multiple women, and it's clearly not something that she wants, but she fucks with me that much to where she's literally willing to lose herself just to please me, the man in you should be like, I'm just going to cut you off, because deep down you aren't on the same program as me. I want the one who knows from the jump I'm going to have other women and is okay with it, and she's finding other women and to come over here. I don't want the one who's just so infatuated with me to where she's putting up with shit that she truly doesn't want to. So I think, like I said, it does come down to integrity on the man's end a little bit. You know what you're getting yourself into, or you should just be honest about it, you know? And the women, just stop being delusional. If he told you what it is and you think you could change him, that's your fault. You see, it always takes two to tango. It's never just been it's always been two to tango. It takes two people to be in a relationship, and it takes two people to fuck up a relationship.
Absolutely. Okay, cool. Can you touch on the importance of being a solid woman, right? Like, I feel like a lot of times in society, since women have had to take on the masculine energy, them like being a go-getter and going to get money, they feel like that's like being the solid woman in them. But in fact, that's actually more of a masculine trait, right? Like being a woman has to do with nurturing and things like that. Like, can you touch on being a solid woman and what that entails to you?
Honestly, a solid woman is a woman, for one, who has her own sense of individuality and her own mind and her own speech, because a solid ass woman is going to push you to be better. She's going to be kind of like, she's going to make you uncomfortable in certain areas, but you notice that uncomfortability comes with some level of growth. It's exposing us to that feminine dynamic. So I mean, if she's on her shit financially and she's exposing me to a level of life that I could also be on, then I'm not going to take heed to it. I'm just going to take inspiration to it. But I think that also comes down to how she's operating in the home. Like, if she's damn near staying out to 3 a.m. every morning, there ain't no meals being cooked whatsoever. There's just all business and there's no nurturing, no intimate time, no nothing. Like, she damn near treated me like I'm a side nigga or something like that, then that's gonna fuck me up. But if she understands the basics of just the business is the business and our relationship is our relationship, then that's cool. You could go, love, you're good. Yeah, as long as she understands the separation. You have to bring masculine energy into business in order to actually build the business, but you don't have to bring that into your relationship when you already have a masculine energy there. So if she can balance herself and be honest with herself, take accountability when I be like, you can, then cool. It's not gonna be that big of a deal. I actually want that.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I think it's funny because a lot of women do think they're solid women, and those are actually a dime a dozen when you really think about it, right? Like,
right.
With the new hot girl summer and all that energy, like, it's a whole different woman out there right now. I'm not saying that's a bad thing per se. Well, in my opinion, it is, but...
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing about hot girl summer, because it's like, it's liberating them, because to be honest with you, there was a point in time where that shit was completely normal. Like, we were walking around this type of shit in forests and shit like that, asshole naked, and we weren't so lustful. So I understand the spirit of where it's coming from, but when women get into that headspace, they gotta also be cautious of what that attracts. That's more than likely not gonna attract no high vibrational, like non-lustful type of energy, because you're giving so much of it off because of hot girl summer and shit like that. You're gonna somewhat scare them off. You're gonna think, most men gonna think you like promiscuous and shit like that. They gonna think you a hoe just off that energy. But it's not always a good thing, because, you know, like I said, lust was involved. If lust wasn't involved, hot girl summer wouldn't be a fucking problem. But it's only a problem because lust is involved, to be real.
Do you think that there's a different type of energy on a woman who has had multiple partners than a man who has had multiple partners?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you, as men, if we stack up our body counts, we are that nigga. We are him. That's like a trophy. Like, damn, you got the master key. Something like that. I think the homegirl said that on one of the podcasts. A woman, she walk around this bitch, I got the master key to all these niggas' penises. Oh my God.
You're the master keyhole.
Right. You get what I'm saying?
You're the keyhole to the master bedroom.
You get what I'm saying? You're just free. Like, they aren't gonna respect that. I'm gonna be honest with you. So there is a lot of pressure on women to be pure. But then I'm gonna be honest with you, on that same token, women who have like been just free and got into situationships, majority of them came back and was like, I fucked up. I thought I could be a nigga, I thought I could be player, and I couldn't, and I got my emotions involved. So it usually is better for them to keep their legs closed.
How realistic is it to find a pure woman these days? Or is that something we should get over?
No, you know what's crazy? You're probably not gonna find a quote-unquote pure woman, because everybody makes mistakes, and it's life. And in society, in this culture, we're talking about America, they're not promoting purism or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of easy for a young child to fuck up. For them to open up Twitter and accidentally see some ass, see some dick or something like that, and they get curious, and then their development started earlier than what it needed to. Like, it's just the society that we're in. I don't think anybody's gonna walk out this bitch pure, because we're in some bullshit. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's not a lot of control. You can't control what your kids see a lot of times. You think you can until the moment that they out your vicinity. They do whatever the fuck they want to. It's like, yeah.
I mean, so you would say purism that's not realistic?
Nah, I think you have to accept people to a certain extent. Everybody got something.